Good morning, good evening. How you doing? This is Bernard Moore the third with More on the Road, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is what we're all about. Thank you for joining us this lovely Saturday morning. Man, it is getting close to basketball season. I'm excited, looking forward to it. My apologies for starting a little bit so late again. We're here. Let me go ahead to tell you where we are. We're here live at Hillcrest Christian School, 4060 South Sidewell Road, getting set for basketball season. As you can look at the trophy display, there's a lot of trophies, awards that have been awarded here at this particular institution. But now we're getting set for basketball. The Cougars just finished the football season yesterday. They finished out the season against North Sunflower. They defeated 48-42. It was a good haul for. I mean, it was a good fall game. The guys came out and played. It was senior night, the last game for the class of 2025 here at Hillcrest Christian School. So kudos to them, Coach McDavid and their staff. They finished the season out. They were three in something. I forgot I gotta go put the stats in the season because I am the statistician also. The voice of Hillcrest Christian School on HCS Cougars Athletic. So I definitely have to go put that into the system. So, but man, it was an outstanding game last night. Again, they were successful. They were fighting for a chance to get into the playoff for 8 men, but they did not make it. They got the news last night that they did not make the playoff. Some of the guys were a little excited. Some of the guys were a little disappointed that they didn't make the playoff. I'm not sure you want to continue on playing football and try to go as far as you can, especially participate in this game of football. So kudos to those seniors. I think they had 7 or 8 seniors. I want to say it was 8 seniors. So kudos to them on their final game, and I wish those guys well. Actually, I have a senior on that team as well, and now it's time to get ready for college selection as well as participate in other sports. Right now, my senior, is playing basketball also, so I have a good opportunity to coach him on the basketball court and getting ready for football. But I think his sport is football, but we definitely want to try basketball to expand his horizon, also keep him in shape and get ready for collegiate football. But again, thank you for joining us on More on the Road with Bernard Moore the third, presented to you by More and More Sports Management, nothing but more. But before we get into the show, definitely want to give thanks to those individuals that are in support of More on the Road. Thank you guys for what you do as for your support. Again, More and More Sports Management, nothing but more. For more information, visit them at www.mms-management.com. Allow them to help you assist with promotion of your different sports, activity, event, fundraiser, planning, things along that line, contract negotiation, marketing, promotion, sales also. Want to give a shout out to my guys over at Talking Sports Live with Rob J, Jamie Hort, Larry Nix. I'm behind the scenes type of guy. Uh, Join us every Wednesday from 6 p.m. To 7 p.m. at Full Moon Barbecue in Madison, 1935 Main Street, Madison, Mississippi. And then also you can see the replay on Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on 35 Duluth. Thank you, 35 Duluth, for your support in this show as well. I want to give thanks to Full Moon Barbecue, the best little pork house in Mississippi, 1935 Main Street in Madison, Mississippi. Place an order at 601-853-1712, or you can contact the catering at 601-466-7713. Now, if you contact the catering and ask them the 10 or more for catering, make sure that you advise them that you heard it on More on the Road. They can probably throw you some extra cookies in there. And if you order some, let me take a look at y'all when I say this. If you order some banana pudding, order some banana pudding. So, because they don't make it every day, they only make it on order or whenever requested. They don't make a small amount; they make a big batch. So, order some banana pudding so I can go up there and get me some banana pudding. When you're catering, again, it's 601-466-7713. And again, let them know that you heard it on More on the Road. And they may throw you an extra cookie in there. And when you order the banana pudding, so that I can get some banana pudding when I go up to get some banana pudding. Thank you so very much. Again, thank you, Full Moon Barbecue, the best little pork house in the Mississippi. Thank you, Monique's Dessert Boutique LLC. You can locate it on Facebook as well as Instagram. Purple Velvet Bakery at yahoo.com. Allow her to make you some cupcakes muffins, cookies, oh my galore. Monique's Dessert Boutique LLC. All right, and also Hillcrest Christian School, one family, one faith, and one future, 4060 South Sour Road in Jackson, Mississippi. Once again, they're a small institution here in South Jackson. Definitely come on by if you want to get that private or that one-on-one education, learning, and instruction here at Hillcrest Christian School. One family, one faith, and one future. Again, thank you guys for your support here on with more on the road. Now we're back to get some things going. Again, this is Bernard Moore Third, more on the road, presented to you by more and more sports management, nothing but more. That's a lot of information that I definitely would like to throw out to you guys, but I don't have that much time to talk about all that good stuff. I want to talk about things in society. I know everyone looks at me, they say I'm a sports guy. Yes, I am. I am a sports guy. I love sports. Sports kept me out of trouble, because for one thing, I was afraid of what my parents was going to do to me if I got in trouble, as well as my coaches. If I did something wrong and got back to the coaches, I was afraid about what they're going to do, because I'm not about. I don't do. I do not like to do a lot of running for disciplinary action. So I was kind of afraid of what the coaches was going to do, as well as what my parents were, but more in respect to my parents. Then sometimes it is just doing the right thing. Here in the United States of America, this is where I was born and raised, and this is what I know more of about. Now you can see those different other countries. I learned more about them from reading books, looking at movies, looking at what the news, what they're providing, social media, things along the line. Now, there's some interesting things going on over those different countries about how they handle disciplinary. If you were not brought up in that type of environment and you see someone doing that, you think that was wrong. Basically, is what they were brought up in, and basically that's the rules and regulation of their particular country, of their household. There's a lot of bad things going on. I'm finna center it in, and I'm not talking and pointing fingers at anybody. I just want to center it in and talk about what things, that the environment that that the atmosphere, the environment that I'm in. I'm here in Hines County, here in Mississippi, in the city of Jackson right now. Like I said, we're here at Hillcrest Christian School here in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm assistant basketball coach here, so we're here at Hillcrest Christian School getting things set for this upcoming basketball season. I'm here to help coaching young men and help them, coaching them not only just in basketball, help coaching them in life, because there's a lot going on around here in Jackson. This is where I spend majority of my time here in the city, in the streets of Hines County, because of my ties to this particular area. Yes, there are a lot of things going on in Jackson that are wrong. Yes, there are a lot of things that are going on in Jackson that you kind of question. But let's talk about the good things that are happening in Jackson. There's a lot of infrastructure going on in Jackson. There's a lot of growth. There's some construction going on in certain areas, especially on the interstates. There's some roads that they're repaving. So you see that they're making progress in Jackson. But there's a lot of negative things going on in Jackson also, that's kind of stopping some of that progression, that progress. When the crime increases, that takes away value within your city. That takes away economic growth in your city. And what I mean by that, that if there's an increase in crime of theft, there's an increase of crime of burglarizing business and homes. There's an increase of crime of auto theft. There's an increase of crime in property theft, things along the line. So people begin to want to move out away from crime. And then as more citizens and residents move out, guess what? Our political officials have to do sometime. They have to increase the taxes so that they can cover some things, to take care of things that's going on within the city. There's an increase where they have to continue to provide service for those residents that refuse to move. Again, some people, they're born and raised in there, they're not stationed here. They want to see it grow. So they got to make sure that those individuals that decide to um, stay, they got to take care of them. So the one thing they have to increase in salary for the patrol officer, increase in salary for the city workers or the trash workers, things along the line. So you see how things happen when there's an issue within the city. You see how things have to increase so that they can cover those costs. Now, on the other note, I'm of one and saying that if you continue to increase the service, like your water bill may go up based off of the number I don't know how they measure the number of watts of pressures or kilowatts or whatever, how much water uses. So they kind of charge you based off of, again, I'm not sure exactly how they may charge you. I'm just gonna say something. They probably charge you based off the number pounds of water that you use per day. That's how they charge you 2 cents a pound or 2 cents a ounce. I don't know, but you get the example where I'm going. So if they see that there's an increased usage of water, and that's also the increase of work production at the factory or at the plant. There's an increase of supply and stuff. They have to treat the water, so you see how things are balancing out. There's an increase in everything, but there's not an increase in salary, but there's an increase of the people paying for things. The cost of living is increasing, so sometimes things have to balance itself out, and that's where the issues come in at. Now, when you start losing residents, citizens at a particular county, you start losing business in that particular area, you see that that becomes an issue because that is taking away tax money, that's taking away they're taking away tax dollars, that's taking away again people coming in and out the city, spending money in that particular place because the businesses are leaving. Now, again, as a resident of Jackson, I've seen business come and I've seen business go. It hurts when you see a big business decide to leave. Like say for instance, Home Depot. Home Depot was stationed in, some people say Southwest Jackson, near the Metro Center. I'm not sure whether they consider it West Jackson or what. It was stationed on Robinson Road Extension, right off the interstate. Now that was a big business that came into the Jackson area, and it was booming. People coming and spending money. That area was vibrant. Now that business has left. They moved that particular location over to Clinton, but they still had a location in North Jackson, what we consider North Jackson, right there on the borderline of Hines County and Madison County, right there on the borderline of Jackson and Ridgeland. So you see how things go, but they still have the business in Jackson, so Jackson still is getting that tax dollar. But you see, you had two big major companies, two big major business in the city of Jackson. You had two Home Depot stores in Jackson, one in Southwest Jackson, one in North Jackson, so it could serve both population. But the one in South Jackson moved to Clinton. It still serves the population of that Southwest Jackson because of it's still close to Jackson, right there on the borderline of Jackson and Clinton. So, but it's still there. But you still see the point. So now Jackson has a big building that is sitting vacant. That here come your issues were potential drug spots, potential prostitution spot, potential spots where bad things take place. And so there's a big business, a big building just sitting there. But they had Office Depot right there, sitting right beside, and just holding on dearly. There was the only business that was, I mean, well, I forgot to let shopping apply, but there was the only business over there where the Home Depot, Office Depot was. Office Depot was just holding on. It was holding on to its dear life as it seemed. But now it has gone. Now that particular location, again, is right out on the corner of Robinson Road Extension and John R. Lynch Street. There is a storage place that they kind of refurnished it and turned into a storage place. So now you have storage place there. But I'm glad to see that someone took interest in that particular build to keep that building active. But less than a rock's throw is the Metro Center. The Metro Center is sitting there as a piece of property, humongous piece of property that is just sitting there and is just falling its little self away. I think some people there are keeping it up, but it just falling its little self away. So I'm asking those business individual to kind of pour something back in there because the Metro Center was a vibrant building. I used to go there a lot on the weekends, especially when Diamond Gym was open. The arcades, go in there, play video games all day. My parents drop us, give us a couple dollars, say y'all go play in there, stay in there, stay with your brothers and sisters. Y'all go play the games and stuff, and we used to spend time in there while the parents go out shopping because as a child, you didn't want to walk to each store and sit on play within the clothes while your parents going there, especially your mother going there shopping and trying on different clothes, and you just running around about to pull your hair out or boredom or playing around with your other sibling running through the stores and stuff. And then the store worker tell y'all sit down for you break something. Then your mother gonna say you set yourself down or she gonna give you a spanking or whoop when you get home or something. So you had some type of fun of source of entertainment in that particular place while your parents going shopping. Wow. But it is what it is. I just wish that business would definitely see potential in a particular area and the community definitely support those business so that they can stay there so that we continue to grow. Because if you stop shopping there, if you stop participating, patronizing the business, guess what? The business feels and say, hey, there's no particular reason for me to be here. After they did their marketing research, they decided, say, hey, well, we're not making enough money here. So let's go see where we can make some money. It's all about financial gain, especially dealing with these business. So pay close attention to it that if you want the economic growth, support the local business, patronize the local business, go in and be a supporter of local business because for one thing, it provides the economic growth with the tax dollars and also provide the community with the place of employment and also keep crime down because sometimes where there's very little employment, there's a lot of increase in crime because some people they try to do things to steal to survive. It's wrong, but that's just as I say, survival of the fittest. And we just pray that it never really gets to that direction. But it is what it is. Again, thank you for tuning in to More on the Road. We're here live at Hillcrest Christian School 4060, getting things set for basketball season here at Hillcrest, as well as basketball season across the land. The NBA is kicking off in action. Major League Baseball is closing out the season with the World Series. The New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers are up 1-0. I'm kind of upset because I'm a Mets fan. I was looking forward to see if there would have been a Subway Series. The Yankees kind of took care of the Guardians, and the Mets did not take care of business as well as they should with the Dodgers. So the Dodgers went ahead and advanced 4 games to 2 out of 6 game series. But the Yankees went 5 games, 4-1. So the Yankees took care of their business on the AL side, but on the American League side now they're facing the Dodgers and they're down 1 game. So the series is not over. So just give it time. Give it time. The Yankees definitely will come back and do something. What they need to do. But again, thank you for tuning in to More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is definitely what we're about. Definitely want to give honor to those in support of More on the Road. Hey, look at that handsome fella there. Which is our More and More Sports Management and Entertainment, www.mms-management.com. Nothing but more is our slogan. Talking Sports Live with Rob J, Jamie Hort, Larry Nix, and myself are definitely tuned in or log on and follow us via social media. You see the different social media sites. But join us live at Full Moon Barbecue in Madison, 1935, not Madison Street, 1935 Main Street in Madison, Mississippi, right there on the corner of Main Street and 463. I think that's the highway right there at the light. So definitely swing on by, join us live every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And also join us for the happy hour, 5 to 8 p.m. Where the kids, it's a Talking Sports Live happy hour where 50% off for beverages and kids under 12 get a free soda. And that's on sodas and beer, as Rob J would say, beer. But I'm not, hey, that's what's the special that they're giving us. Then tune in every Sunday from at 10 p.m. on the Lou 3535, the Lou Sunday nights after you finish watching that Sunday night football game. Or if you're watching, just switch on over to 35, the Lou, and join us on the local channels here in the Jackson metro area. And speaking of Full Moon, the best little pork house in Mississippi, 1935 Main Street, Madison, Mississippi. Let them know that you heard it here on More on the Road. They probably throw you an extra lit cookie. Yay. Give them a call to place your order, 601-853-1712, or contact their catering for 10 or more individuals you're trying to feed, 601-466-7713. Again, if you let them know that you heard it here on More on the Road, they probably throw you an extra cookie. Go see my friends over there, Full Moon Barbecue, 1935 Main Street, or log on the website, fullmoonbbq.com. Company based out of Alabama, but we have them here in Mississippi. And thank them for coming to join us over here in Mississippi and Madison, Mississippi, to provide us with that good old fashioned best little pork chops. And want to thank Monique's Dessert Boutique LLC, the Purple Velvet Bakery at yahoo.com. Located her on Facebook as well as Instagram. You can have her to place an order for you. She bakes cakes, cupcakes, cookies, and muffins. Oh my, a bunch of sweet stuff to satisfy that sweet feeling. And I also want to give thanks to Hillcrest Christian School, one family, one faith, and one future, 4060 South Soward Road, here in Jackson, Mississippi. Phone number to reach them, 601-372-0149, or log on to hillcrestchristian.org. Go ahead and schedule a tour, take a look at the campus. They have a lot of inventory to provide from K4 or K5 to 12th grade education. So definitely come on by and be a part of the Cougar family. I'm an assistant coach here. I help the athletic program out here. So definitely come on by and be a part of the one family, one faith, one future here at Hillcrest Christian School. Not Christian cool, but Christians are cool. They're not acting foolish. They are real cool individuals like myself because I am a child of God. Thank you. But again, thank you for joining More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Individuals, I know we're talking about Christians. Individuals think that this show again was based off of sports. It was started around sports, but we don't just only talk about sports. Talk about everyday life things. But sports is the centerpiece of this show, and sports is a big part of the show and what help keeps us going. Sports and running my mouth has helped me do this show. So I am sports minded. I love sports. Again, sports kept me out of trouble. I want to talk about some other things. Now, this is a word called retaliation. It's a very profound word, and I know that we all know what it means, but why we retaliate, especially when there's something negative. Again, from the Oxford Dictionary, the act of retaliation, it is a noun. The act of returning a military attack, counterattack. That's the military definition of it. The act of harming someone because they have harmed oneself or revenge. Now, I'm just speaking general for here in the city of Jackson because this is where I spend majority of my time here in Hinds County, here in the city of Jackson. I'm not trying to point fingers at anyone, anything of that nature. I'm just speaking in terms of what I've seen based off the news, and then hearing people speak about things that they've seen as well. I think majority of a lot of the crime or the issues of the killing that we have is based off that word retaliation. Again, the act of hurting someone or doing something harmful to someone because they have done or said something harmful to you. Just like I stated earlier in the show about the tax dollars. You pay property taxes, you pay taxes on your automobile, you pay taxes when you go into stores or when you purchase something, you pay taxes on a lot of things that you purchase. And some things that may say that are tax free, but there's tax to everything, a lot of things that you're involved in. So definitely be mindful of that. Now, those tax dollars are funnel back through our judicial system from our federal government to our local government, to our state government, to our local government, to our city government. So while we're stating and dealing with the tax dollars, again, the less citizens that we have in a particular city, town, that hurts a lot amongst the tax dollars, and they're to do very little things in that particular area. So if you're going through a city or town and you look, it's like, man, this is nice, this is beautiful. For one thing, they probably care for, and also they have individuals in position to help make sure that things run smoothly and things look good because they care about their of their surroundings. Now, the state also with those tax dollars, they go to our local and federal government, state government to help provide service. Now, for those individuals that have been accused of a counterattack or retaliating, it's because of, just like the word stated, that the act of hurting someone or doing something harmful to someone because they have done or said something harmful to you. If walked into a club, Jack and Jeff, they walk into a club, they go Tom and Timothy. Jack and Jeff walk by Tom and Timothy, but Jeff makes a mistake and steps on Timothy's foot. Timothy didn't know that he stepped on. Jeff didn't know that he stepped on Timothy's foot because it is crowded and they're just walking and something happened. They don't know that that may have taken place. So he gone about his business. So Tom and Timothy gonna look like, man, did he just step on your foot? Tom gonna ask Timothy, did he just step on your foot? It's like, yeah, he ain't say nothing. Man, you gonna let him do that to you? And then Timothy gonna look, nah, man, where he at? And then there goes situation. And so here comes the signs of being disrespectful. Timothy is gonna approach Jeff and come with some very harsh word, like, man, you stepped on my foot. And then Jeff gonna look and say, man, I did not step on your foot. And then Timmy gonna say, yes, you did. You see, you got a scuff on your foot. Man, I didn't step on your foot, man. I don't know why you're coming to me in such of a tone saying I step on your foot. But Jeff did step on Timothy's foot. Again, it's the place of the crowd, there's so much going on. He wasn't aware that he did it. Instead of saying Jeff, instead of informing Timothy, hey, my mistake if I did. I wasn't aware that I stepped on your foot. But some of them in the end, you see the testosterone and emotion are going to rise and increase because they are putting on a what we call a show for our friends or our patrons that are there with us. And then there goes the issue right there. They go big a brawl that could simply been diffused by just saying, hey, my mistake, I didn't step on. But again, our testosterone and our egos are not going to allow us to do that. We're going to sometime act out of that. And there goes a big fight. And so Jeffrey and Timothy get into a brawl. And here come John and Tom help fight. And so a big brawl. Somebody's going to lose that fight and somebody's going to get talked about and somebody's going to have some bruises on them. And so they fight and it's broken up. And we try to separate the two parties and then they go to separate ways. And then here comes the increase of verbiage or words used to encourage those individuals to go out and do something stupid. Man, you let that dude stepped on your foot, man, then he whoop your butt, man. You gonna let that happen? Man, nah, man, I'm not gonna let that happen. Nah, man, what? Let's go find out who the I know he probably knows somebody, so they know somebody and see you see how the big issue is. And so they're going to find those individuals to do something harmful against them to retaliate because of the simple saying that somebody stepped on somebody's foot that they wasn't aware what took place. And so there goes the big issue. And then there goes the retaliation. Now, what brought me to the reason of that retaliation is because of that's what we have a lot going on. That is a lot of going on in our society right now is that we're retaliating over something simple that could have just has been simply just diffused and just squash at the initial at the beginning of the situation. It could have been go ahead and cut the bud. Nipped in the bud. But we're so testosterone, we're so ahead of ourselves or in our way of saying that only thing we gotta do is just say my mistake. Sometimes we have an issue with apologizing for when we make a simple mistake. I think that's where some of us fail at. We have an issue of apologize if or acknowledge a mistake that we have made and just simply say my mistake. Thank you for tuning in to More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is the slogan and what we're all about. If you would definitely like more information about More and More Sports Management, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the good social media sites, or you can log on to our website, www.mms-management.com, to reach out to us, to contact us, and see how that we can be of an assistant to your event or show, things along that line. We help with planning. We help with contract negotiation. We help with marketing. We help with promotion, and we help with sales. Things along that line. That's what we definitely enjoy. Based off the education that I received, the education and training that I received through multiple other institutions such as Jackson State, some online classes also, and then just working around other individuals that are in this industry that help provide me with words of wisdom, encouragement, and guidance as well. So I thank you guys for that. Whew, boy, that's a lot. And we're talking and talking about good old fashioned good stuff. But I definitely want to give thanks to Hillcrest Christian School for allowing me to come utilize this facility this evening. Because I say that we're getting set for basketball season and see all the trophies and displays are here. I can say that I'm a part of two trophies, three trophies here from last year, two runner-up trophies, and that's also district championship trophy. Now it's just four. Uh, Run-up for district championship for junior varsity, district championship for varsity, South district champ, and then runner-up for class championship. So actually four trophies that I'm a part of. And I was like, hey, good job, dude. Awesome. But definitely, if something that you're interested in, definitely come on, be a part of the program. Now, I know some people look like, man, you're not supporting your school district. Yes, I support my school district. I am a graduate of Forest Hill High School, as well as, by the way, of Southwood Middle School and Woodville Heights Elementary. Man, they closed down my elementary, then my middle school, but Forest Hill going to stand strong. 26-0. What is it? What I do with it? Uh, 20, 26. 2607. I forgot how I did it. I made some because I know everybody look at the 833 stuff, but I like that with 833. That's kind of awesome though. So I was trying to piggyback off of y'all. So hey, forget y'all if y'all talk about, but I got number love for you guys. But I know we had a lot of school closing Sidewell as well as Woodville Heights, and those are two buildings that are still standing also. But we had some vagrants to come around and did some modifications to those buildings. So I just wish people would stop doing that. And again, it goes back to what we talked about earlier when individuals do that, is that they lack opportunity. They lack opportunity for one thing. They lack financial growth because is that supporting a habit, or they're doing it for one thing, they're doing it to support a habit, whether it's good or bad. And also they possibly potentially do it because they need to support their family. Again, I don't know the reason behind it. I'm not gonna sit there and try to justify what it is, but excuse me, that's what I think it is. It's a support a habit or it's a support the family. So I don't know which one, but that's the reason why I think sometimes some people will go out and steal copper from out of units or steal Cadillac converters out of cars and go sell it. Again, this is support a habit of doing something to support their family, or I don't know, or they're being, well, even if they're being encouraged or are persuaded to do it. It's a reason, and there is a reason behind it, but I wish we can just sit down and discuss the reason why you're attempting to do what you're doing. I guess, especially if it's something negative, that's going to put a ding or hurt in the community. So be mindful of what you're doing because there's help out there. There are a lot of different programs. I was attending. Um, what was I attending? I was attending an event for men. I was attending an event for men. It's put on by the Butterflies by Grace, Design by Faith. Their Shiro event is tonight. I hate that I'm gonna miss that event due to schedule conflict. The Shiro event. Yes, the Butterflies by Grace, Design by Faith were putting on a men's conference. And a question was asked about programs for men. Now, I know that there are a lot of programs for women. Yes, there are programs out there for men, but sometimes when we hear the particular title or what that program is, we automatically associate it with women because a lot of men didn't know that probably there was a victim assisted program. 9 times out of 10, they probably think victim assisted, oh, they're talking about it's only for women. No, victim assisted program is for victims victims. That's what it's there for. That's why it's called victim assistance. It's assistance program for victims. And then you hit domestic violence program. Typically, a lot of the programs for are geared towards women. Domestic violence program, but domestic violence is not just a woman's thing, a female thing. It is a family thing. It's a family thing. Now, let's go ahead and give the meaning of domestic because some of us still forget that word domestic, and again, we think it's more of a woman's, think it's more of a woman's situation. Now, say again, the word domestic itself means domestic generally means relating to someone's family, home, or home country. Domestic work is work from done in a home. Domestic, someone who works in a home, such as a nanny or maid. That's what they consider domestic. Domestic generally means relating to someone's family, home, or home country. Now, let's take a look at domestic violence. That's somewhere I'm just waiting for some things to pull up. Domestic violence is violence committed by someone in a victim's domestic circle. Again, domestic is a lot dealing with the word family. So when we say domestic violence again, we automatically think it's a female thing. No, let's look at the word domestic. We just learned the word domestic, domestic, means relating to someone's family, home, or home country. Domestic violence again is meant by violence committed by someone in a victim's domestic circle. So someone that is close to him or home or and related to. That's what we mean by domestic. There are domestic violence programs. Again, it's not just geared towards women, but it's a lot of programs that assist women. But there are issues with domestic and with men also. It's not a female thing. It is a family issue. So when you're dealing with domestic, so definitely adhere to all the different programs that are out there. Don't try to steer yourself into a negative way. Just automatically think about what is going on so that you can provide a better assistance to those individuals that are in need instead of going and doing some committing a crime that could potentially put you incarcerated, that could potentially put you in a bad situation, that could potentially put you in the ground. Now, as the word state, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die, but allow God to call you home. Don't allow any man or woman here on this earth send you home to God early because God has us here for a reason. And there's some things that He would definitely like for us to do. So go ahead and do what the things that God called you to do is not to sit here and do things what in nature what we call stupid, to do things that will help each other out. So definitely be mindful of that and not put yourself in a bad situation because we definitely want to see you guys succeed. I want to see everyone succeed. When I see someone succeed, I succeed because I can say that I played a hand in helping them succeed. So definitely, definitely be mindful of what you're doing because I want to see you succeed. So don't get caught up in the bad things or things that can provide harm to someone. Don't retaliate against someone because they done something harmful to you. Give it over to God. That's something I can definitely say. Allow God to work with those individuals. Don't you sit there and try to care for it yourself because the word state, cast up all of your cares upon to me because I care for you. There's a man out there. There's a man. There's a father out there that is willing to provide for you if you just give it over to him. Evil is around us. Harm is around us, and harm definitely will try to come and get you. But don't allow anyone harm you for you to turn around and try to harm them and then harm somebody else. But It is what it is, what it is. But I know, like I said, I do have an hour show, but it was definitely time for us to get it because we got a lot of stuff we got to get taken care of on this exciting Saturday. I'm definitely looking forward to some football, some college football, and as we prepare for basketball. But again, if you definitely want to hit me up, you know how to reach out to me. Let me go ahead and place our banner back online. More and more sports management, MMS management.com. If you definitely want to reach out to us, we can definitely come and stream our show from your business location. We are partnered with a lot of different individuals, so definitely would like to partner with you as well. So reach out to us so we can become partners, enjoy and have fun. Definitely want to give thanks again to Talking Sports Live for all the support, the encouragement that they provided. A good, fun barbershop style sports talk show. Meet us at Full Moon, 1935 Main Street in Madison, Mississippi, Wednesday at 6 p.m. And then also tune in 35 to lose Sunday nights to watch the replay of the show. And again, join us definitely at the best little pork house in Mississippi, 1935 Main Street in Madison, Mississippi, Full Moon Barbecue. And also Monique's Dessert Boutique LLC. Look them up on Facebook as well as Instagram. Contact them at Purple Velvet Bakery at yahoo.com or other contact information on the Facebook or Instagram post. And also Hillcrest Christian School, one family, one faith, and one future, 4060 South Side Road here in Jackson, Mississippi, 601-372-0149 for more information, the schedule or tour, things along that line. But now it's time for us to go have some fun here in this basketball world. Like I said, getting set for basketball season. Time to go do some work. Got some work they got to do. For those that, if anybody knows anybody with Red Bull, I do drink Red Bull, sugar free, as you see. They're not a support, they're not a partner of the show, but definitely would love to for them to be a partner of the show. I know they do a lot of extreme sports. I'm not a type of extreme guy, but sometimes drinking Red Bull is extreme, as people would say, man, it's gonna make your heart flush, it's gonna have your heart feel. If you fall out and pass out, we know we're gonna blame it on Red Bull. Nah, but they're not a partner of the show. Definitely would love for them to be a partner of the show. So for those that are out Red Bull, you know someone Red Bull, definitely would love for you to be a partner of the show so that we can have supply of Red Bull. So let me go ahead and get it up there. Not a partner, but we definitely love for you to be a partner. But there are some other companies, companies that we're in talk with right now. So stay tuned for a lot of changes, some things, not changes, but some things that are about to take place with more and more sports management. As you see, definitely follow us on the social media sites. Log on to the website to reach out to us because we got some things that we're about to go to do with more and more sports management, and we'll partner with some other companies, some other business. So definitely stay tuned for what's about to take place. But you know how we're going to do once we're going to leave out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Much love to you guys. I'm finna head up out of here, go have me some fun. As we say, 1 + 1 = deuces.